Welcome to another episode of the Southern Boating and Yachting Podcast. I'm Ian Sneed.
I'm James Anderson.
And today we're continuing our series, preparing you for the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show. If you can attend, we hope that this is a resource for you to go visit these vessels. And if you can't attend, then we hope that this is a resource for you to research a vessel that you may want to look at. Now, having said that, remember to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button to make sure that we get feedback and know that you like the content that we're creating, and to hit the notification bell icon so you can see all the new videos as they come out. With that, today, I want you to know we're covering sports/express cruisers or sport/express cruisers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, it's in there. You know what I'm talking about. We're good.
So it's either a sport cruiser
or an express cruiser. Right. So with that, I think, James, you're going to kick us off today.
I'm going to kick us off on a boat that we both went out on. And
Yes.
this is one of my favorites. Hometown builder for me, right? I'm from this area of the country. Mm-hmm. So this is Formula with their new Formula 360 CBR or crossover Bowrider. Mm-hmm. We were on this boat like 2 months ago that we spent the day with Formula, right, in Captain Vic. This is one of their new models. It is a Bowrider, so it is technically a sport cruiser. It is 36 feet in length, 11 feet 3 inches in beam, and this features their hull, right, which they're famous for, which is the Fast 3 Tech hull. Has a stylish hardtop with glass sunroof. The model is a refreshing and innovative choice for day boaters. True to its Formula heritage, it boasts, like I said, the open bow, single level, flush cockpit, right? So you can walk through this thing and never have to step down, step up, not stubbing any toes like I do when I'm dragging my feet. But it also has a lot of room to stand up in the cabin that's available in this thing as well, too. So it's not a crossover Bowrider that doesn't have a cabin. It does have a cabin. You can make an overnight, visit with this if you really want to. But, it also has twin stern drives. This is the inboard model that we were on. They are building an outboard model that'll come with some additional power options. I believe either twins or triples. And it's really just a very well designed, excellent boat. We actually took this boat from North Miami all the way down to just past Key Biscayne because we went through Stiltsville with this boat, right? Unbelievable ride quality.
What blows my mind is that when we were trying to record the video for the walkthrough, we like doing like a one-take walkthrough, right? There was so much stuff to talk about on this vessel that we had to take multiple takes. I was like,
we did multiple takes because I kept interrupting you going, no, you're missing a feature. No, you're missing a feature.
And I was just like, dude, how much can I was like, there's so much on this boat.
Right?
It was great.
Well, first off, Formula's from Indiana. Mm-hmm. I'm from Indiana. I love anything that's, built in my state. But just in general, the team that builds these boats, they're absolutely amazing. And in fact, the boat that I mentioned in an earlier episode that I saw coming down the highway, it was a Formula boat. So I had to call them this morning and say, hey, I saw your boat because it was their tractor trailer too pulling it.
You know what's funny? When you mentioned that, I was like, was it Formula? I was going to ask. And I was like,
you had to know, right?
Yeah,
because there's one of the few people I'll actually call and play with them, right? So I'll let you go on to the next because it's one of the boats that we absolutely always just drool over.
It's a fan favorite. It's an office favorite. I think a lot of people respect the brand and what they do. So it makes sense that it's on this list. The Palm Beach PB85, which has a 90-foot 5-inch length overall and over a 22-foot beam. Right? So you have a lot of space on this vessel. We know that Palm Beach also has the V-Warp technology, which is going to help with increasing fuel efficiency and performance. It's also a single level layout with a full beam master. Now, on a vessel that large, like that goes a long way. You know exactly how much space you're going to have in that full beam master. You're going to be comfortable as can be. Another thing that I love about Palm Beach and the PB85 is that they have customizable staterooms and they have an expansive aft deck. For me, I love a lot of bow space and I love aft space. Like if you can make those two areas.
Having a nice outside cockpit.
Yes, outside cockpits. I love that. Anything that has, whether it's modular or not, I love that those open air areas. And so this expansive aft deck, I think, is fantastic for this model. And as far as engine options, you can go with either twin or triple engines. But what I love is that they have options of a Sky Lounge or a sedan version of this vessel, So, for the people that like having that open air while they're, underway, you can have the Skylines. For the people that like to protect themselves from the element, you can do just a sedan. Like, there's so many. This vessel really takes a luxury and then says, now do what you want with it, which is kind of nice. Most people, they say, here's the luxury that we present to you. Palm Beach says, here's a luxury. What do you want to do with it?
Yeah,
right?
that's a good way to put it.
I love it.
Yeah. And we've seen the one that's the sedan so far.
Yes, we have.
Right?
Yeah,
that's
we've
why I
seen the
put it
sedan.
in this class. So
Right. And I love the sedan layout. Like, it's
very classically designed. It's just, you know what I think is interesting? When you look at this boat, you're like, wow, that's a big boat. But when you look at it and how it looks, first off, it always looks like it's moving. Mm-hmm. Then the second thing is like, it does not look 90 feet until you get on board.
Right. Well, what's crazy is it doesn't look 90 feet, from the dock. And then once you get on board, you're just like, this is way bigger than 90 feet. What?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like this illusion that they have.
Exactly.
Okay, go ahead. Take the next one.
We can move on, and I'm going to talk about MJM Yachts. So MJM Yachts builds outstanding, amazing boats. They have a great heritage behind them. But they've got some new stuff going on. And one of the things that they're going to be featuring at FLIBS is the new MJM 38 RS. This is a performance crossover that combines serious sport fishing. I said that, MJM fishing capability with luxury cruising. Built on the 38R hull, which we're familiar with. It adds a full fishing package that includes a 40-gallon live well, dual fish boxes, transom doors, and multiple rod holders. So now we're taking one of these luxury express cruiser day boat style boats and making a fisher out of it, which I think is very interesting, and I can't wait to see this boat because I want to see how truly functional it really is as a fishing boat, because I'm pretty sure it probably fits the mold, and they said, let's do it. Somebody probably asked them for it. The other things is the visibility in this boat is amazing. There's glass all the way around, so you have 360-degree views. The windows open. You can get cross breezes through the cabin. Just really, really great, well-designed. Has a galley-up layout, spacious cabin with a dry head and shower, which, you know me, I'm not a wet head kind of guy. I like to have them separate. We're looking at speeds of over 50 miles an hour, and she is ready for adventure. I was not expecting them to come out with a fishing purpose boat, and that's what they got. So we got to check in on that.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
This next vessel that we're going to talk about is a new brand, right? And I'm excited about it because when I looked at it, I was like, I don't recognize his name, right? Now, I would pronounce it AIATA. I don't know if
AIATA. We're gonna have to find out.
Yeah, I mean that's because like when I read it in Spanish. AIATA is how I look at it, but it could be AIATA, the AIATA Wayfinder 38, which is a 38-foot length overall, 11-foot 5-inch beam vessel. Again, it's a new brand, and this is the first model of this brand. So if you're attending the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show, you probably want to go check this out because it's like a cutting edge thing. And again, if you're not able to attend, then you want to go check them out online and see what information you can get, see where they're going to be next, etc. Because again, it's a new brand. Like, this is exciting stuff when we see the industry growing this way. What you notice when you look at the vessel, contemporary designs, right? And I got to tell you, I loved the side profile. Okay? It has this distinctive S line along the side that gave it the stunning side profile. I looked at it and I sat there, I thought, this is making a statement with that distinctive, what they call S line. The image is seared in my head. It's impressive. I love it. But what's cool about it is it's not just distinctive with like that unique design. It's actually a minimalist styling as well. So when you look at that, you know that there's superior functionality and that there's the opportunity for wide configurations. They have a lot of modular options with this vessel. So you can take something that looks extremely distinctive, and from the outside, everyone can recognize it. But what's on the inside, that's up to you, which is great. Another area that I really enjoy, and I kind of mentioned this previously, is spacious bow area. They definitely have it. They also have a fully enclosed cabin, but they have a suntop and fishing version of this vessel. So for a brand new first model, brand new brand, first model, they have 3 options for this vessel. The the fully enclosed, the Suntop, and the fishing version. So I gotta say, there's a lot to this vessel, including the queen-sized bed in the front cabin. This vessel, I'm just so excited about it. I'm really so excited about it because, you see a lot of people that have their own touch and they do something new and it's exciting. But then you see a brand new thing and you're just like, oh, okay. This is a statement vessel.
I'm not surprised that you like this boat. I really am not. Because and some of the things that you said, like when I was looking at the pictures, I did the same thing. I really stopped and looked at this boat and was starting to study it. Just its profile alone. Yeah. I was like, that's different. And it just draws you into it.
Yeah. It's
very, very unique design, very interesting. But it's very inviting at the same time.
It is, yeah.
Right?
It looks like, oh man, I can't even describe it. You have to see it. You have to see it. I know I'm putting a photo on the screen right now, but you have to see it.
Very good. So we'll move on. But the next boat that I'm going to cover is one that we're featuring in the November issue. This is the Hinckley Picnic Boat 39. It just made its debut at the Newport Boat Show. We just had one of our writers, Steve Davis, our old editor-in-chief, out on the boat. And, of course, I know he was excited to do this because I had talked to him. But what is really neat about this is Hinckley is always pushing themselves and really redefining the picnic boat and trying to perfect things. And now they've taken perfection to the next level, right? If you can picture of making perfect better, they did it. Like, quite literally did it. Hinckley builds absolutely amazing, elegant, classic boats, and they've done it once again with this. So I can't wait to see this in person on my own. I'm going to drag you along because I got no choice.
What do you say that like it's a bad thing? Am I bad company?
No, not at all. I like dragging you along, actually. But this one is designed, it's so timeless design and modern ingenuity, designed with forward seating. Social gatherings offer 3 different spots on this boat to really have different social gathering areas, right? You have the area up on the bow, you have the aft cockpit, and then you have the salon as well. Just really, really an entertainer's boat. And then the technology that's also involved in this boat, which it is really kind of neat. And even the Jet Stick 4 technology that they have on this boat, it's got a feature that holds it up against the dock. So you can actually engage that feature. It holds itself up against the dock, so then you can go tie your lines. So you could be self-captaining this boat and nobody with you and be able to dock this boat with ease. This boat is designed for entertaining. It's designed for practicality, ease of use. If you want, stop by our booth and get the latest November copy while you're at the show, because it does feature the Picnic Boat 39. Unbelievably stunning images and a great, great story.
Now I'm going to take over and I'm going to talk about a brand that we're both familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
This is a vessel I got to go on a sea trial on. Okay, so it's not the new one. It's a new one. Okay, it's making it's a FLIBS debut. Now, we have a walkthrough video of this vessel, so I'll try to put a card for that as well. This truly does kind of redefine like the benchmark for a weekender. It has an all-new hull design, and I'm talking about the Beneteau Antares 9. What I love about this, it's a fully enclosed cabin. It has modular living spaces. It has twin, and then you have the option of 200 or 250 horsepower engines. It has a swim platform for easy on and off. There's this captain's door that makes accessing, your cleat or getting fresh air extremely convenient, extremely easy, extremely enjoyable. The cabin space is wonderful. Like this vessel, I don't know how else to describe it. Like when I think about it, it's kind of like a little Rubik's Cube, right? Where like you can move things around to make it what you want it to be.
That's a good way of describing it.
Yeah, like it's just so classy
Very
looking
modular.
from the outside. Yes, very modular. But it's beautiful, a beautiful profile from the outside. You wouldn't really understand how welcoming it is until you're on it. It's a great boat. It's just this great boat where it maybe you're like, oh, it's a little unassuming, but then you get on and you're just like, oh no, it's not unassuming. It's so impressive across the board that I really enjoyed that sea trial. It handles extremely well, and I don't even think I touched on the size of it, but it's 29 feet 11 inches length overall, 9 feet 10 inch beam. this vessel is something that you want to look at if that's the size that you're looking for.
This is like an adventure boat.
It really is,
So it's
yes,
more of the
yes.
sport cruiser, but you can put all of your equipment on this boat and really go do some exploring, adventure hunting, adventure seeking.
Yeah. Now, I did a quick walkthrough, but there's so much on this vessel that, like, if you go and you just let them show you all of the features that it has, like the technology that's in it, you're going to walk away impressed. So definitely give it a shot. If you're going to be at the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show in person, definitely go look at it. And if you're just doing your research online, then this is something where you want to visit their webpage, 100%.
I think they do a lot of innovative stuff that's very, very neat with their boats. Really trying to pack a lot into a smaller package, and they do it incredibly well.
So well.
Incredibly well.
It's incredible, yes.
So the next one I'm going to get into is a brand that we actually did an episode on one of their boats not too long ago. What was the name of the boat? It was Never Home.
Oh, yeah.
And I love that story, right?
Yeah.
The Never Home story was great. But this is a Back Cove from Cove Yachts, and it is the all-new 412. So it is the original 41, Series 2, basically, right? So it's got a lot of new features that they took out of the 41 to improve upon and just really build a new boat. So we're talking it is 46 feet, 1 inch in length, has a 14-foot beam. It is making its debut here at FLIBS, and it is super versatile, and its layout as well. Very thoughtful upgrades for modern cruising. This motor yacht now comes standard with a 600 horsepower Volvo D8 engine, a remote helm fuel tank switch, so you can switch fuel tanks right at the helm. It has just features like a Glendenning cord reel, low glare helm with black mullions. But there's other important upgrades. Like one of the ones that I like is the new captain store right there on the pilot house. So you can easily be captaining this boat by yourself or be yelling out to somebody on the deck through the door, really kind of making it much easier to deal with. These are boats that are made for cruising, going somewhere during the weekend. I mean, I literally cannot wait to see this one because we're going to go see Allie, and we're going to make sure that we get a walkthrough on this boat.
It's funny. I was going to say, Allie, we're coming.
Oh, yeah, we're coming for you, Allie. Don't worry. So, and they've got a lot of just great photos of the boat themselves already. They do some of the best photography, I think. Yeah. Right? And they have some great videos that Allie's been doing as well. So check out their videos, their page, to check out this boat because it's amazing.
My last one is one of my favorite brands. It's not just because they're incredible with what they create for the boating community, but also the way they treat everybody, the way they treat the employees, the way they treat the people that work with them. This company, the way they treat their owners, just top-notch people. I'm going to be talking about the American-made Tiara Yachts 39 LS. It's 39 feet, 6-inch length overall, 12 feet, 6-inch beam. Now, one thing I like, and again, I talk about this all the time, multiple social zones, right? The 39 LS has multiple social zones. It also has walk-around capabilities, has wrap-around bow seating, which can convert to a large sun pad. And again, the versatility there is, for me, something that I really enjoy. The aft cockpit can be optioned with the Tiara's signature rotating lounge seating. Now, we've seen this on other Tiara vessels. I absolutely love it. When, I saw the concept, I'm like, oh, that's a crafty concept.
Very neat.
Yeah. But then when you see it in person, when you maneuver it yourself, you're just like, this is the coolest thing ever. Because some people, they say, oh, well, you have aft-facing seating in the cockpit, or you have, just regular seating in the cockpit, and you're facing forward. Well, with this, you can have the best of both worlds. And for me, again, the versatility in the entertainment spaces goes a long way. If you don't want that signature rotating lounge, you can opt for the fishing-focused adventure module. And I think this vessel also comes with a portside terrace, right? And these portside terraces make it, it opens you up to the nature that you're exploring when you're out on your vessel. Now, as far as power, from what I understand, it's going to be twin 600 Mercury Verado engines. So for this size, that is plenty of horsepower to get you where you want to go. And we know Tiara has their incredible design lines. We know that they have an incredible trust factor. We know they have incredible customer service. They make a wonderful vessel, and I'm excited to see this vessel in person.
Tiaras are one of the boats I can spot from far away. Even though I'm blind, I can spot them from far away.
Yeah.
Just that iconic shape.
They have their iconic lines.
Right?
Yeah.
They're just gorgeous boats.
Absolutely.
I'll cover the last one, and this is another new one to the States, right? And I watched a video on this boat today, and now I am like fully engulfed in making sure that we see this boat in person. And one of our friends is going to be there, so we'll get a great chance of getting on board this boat. But this is Omikron Yachts and their new OT-60. It is a revolutionary long-range motor yacht blending timeless design and advanced engineering. It is crafted in Greece. We don't see a lot of boat builders coming out of Greece.
That's very true.
So it's a 60-foot, 4-inch in length, 19-foot, 9-inch beam, offers exceptional fuel efficiency. Now, when I say exceptional fuel efficiency, we're talking about what I heard on their video is 1,000 nautical mile range on this boat.
That's impressive.
So I thought it was really impressive too. It has some very distinctive styling and innovative line-out, and it sets a new standard for modern and sustainable yachting. Now, what I took away from this, there are a lot of sailboat design cues on this boat that made it very, very interesting. But as well as the layout of this boat, I mean, when I was watching on the video, I was like, this is not a 60-foot boat. You know, this had multiple cabins. It had plenty of space. That it makes it feel more like that Palm Beach boat, right? The Palm Beach 85. It feels more along that size. But I thought it was very, very interesting. It's intrigued me a lot. I can't wait to see this in person. Very, very neat.
Now, we're only about halfway through our Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show coverage, right? We still have a couple more videos that we're lining up for you. And then obviously follow us on social media, because we're going to be putting out everything that we can see while we're there. We're going to be putting out on social media right away. So if you haven't followed us on other platforms, definitely follow us. I think Instagram and Facebook are the fastest ways for you to get the content that we put out. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, because we still have a couple more videos coming up, including if you are flying in or if you're driving in to the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show 2025. A few things that you can do that you have to see while you're here, while you're at the show. You know, little tips and tricks from people that
how
have
to
been
navigate
there.
the show, where to go eat, stuff like that. You know, because it's a massive show.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different things to see. It really takes, if you want to see all of the show, you better plan for more than one day, and really more than 2 days, I would say.
Oh, easily.
Because between the convention center, the docks, and all the different areas, you know, Super Yacht Village and all of that, you know, it takes about 3 days to work through absolutely every last little thing. If you're doing nothing but exploring, right?
If you're truly looking at everything, it's going to take more than 2 days.
Oh, for sure.
So that's why we want to provide these resources for you.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So until next time, I'm James Anderson.
I'm Ian Sneak.
We'll see you next episode.
22-foot, 15-inch?
15-inch?
Why did I write 15-inch?
It does. It says 22 feet, 15-inch beam.